Hello students, welcome back to physics class. In the previous classes we have seen distance, displacement, speed, velocity and acceleration, right? So in today's class we are going to see graphical representation of linear motion. Okay? Yes, if a body moves in a straight line path, its motion is in one dimension. You know that what is a one dimensional motion? If it is moving in a straight line, we call it as a one dimensional motion or linear or rectilinear motion. So a linear motion can be well studied with the help of the following graphs. First one, displacement time graph, velocity time graph and acceleration time graph. For motion in one direction in a straight line, since the direction of motion does not change, so the displacement time graph and the distance time graph are same. Similarly, the velocity time graph and the speed time graph are also same. They differ only in 2 and 3 dimensional motion. For one dimensional motion or motion in one direction in a straight line, the displacement time graph and the distance time graph are same. And the velocity time graph and the speed time graph are also same. Okay, next we'll see displacement time graph. Okay, in the displacement time graph, the time is taken on x-axis and the displacement of the body is taken on y-axis. So time will be taken on x-axis and the displacement is taken on y-axis. From this graph, you can determine the velocity of a body. So since the velocity is the ratio of displacement and time, so what is the formula to find the velocity? Velocity is equals to displacement by time. Therefore, the slope of displacement time graph gives the velocity. Okay, if the slope is positive, it implies that the body is moving away from the starting point. But if the slope is negative, then the body is returning towards the starting point. Keep it in mind, if the slope is positive, that means the body is moving away from the starting point. If it is negative, the body is returning towards the starting point. Okay? Let us see the first case. If the position of a body does not change with time, that means the body is at rest and the displacement as measured from the origin at all instant is same as that at time 0. So the displacement time graph is a straight line parallel to time axis. So you can see in this graph, time is taken in x-axis and the displacement is taken in y-axis. So OP is the distance of the body from the origin O and it remains same at each instant. OP, the displacement remains at all instant of time. Even for 5 seconds, 8 seconds, the displacement is OP and it is a straight line. The displacement time graph for a stationary object is straight line, okay, parallel to time axis. Okay. The next one, second case, if a body is moving with a uniform velocity, its displacement increases by the same amount in each second, and so the displacement time graph is a straight line inclined to the time axis. In the first case, the position of a body does not change with time. So the body is at rest, the graph will be straight line parallel to time axis. And the next case is the body is moving with a uniform velocity, then the graph will be straight line inclined to the time axis. The velocity of a body can be obtained by finding the slope of a straight line. Okay. So let's take an example and understand this. A car is moving on a straight line path in a given direction with a uniform speed. The following table represents the displacement at different instant. Okay, time interval is given in second and displacement in meter. So at 0 second the displacement was 0, at 1 second it was 10 meter, 2 second it is 20 and so on, and for 5 second it was 50 meter. For this you have to draw the graph. You have to take the time in x-axis and the displacement along y-axis. So you will get the graph like this, right? So at 0 displacement and time was 0, right? So at 1 second the displacement was 10, at 2 second the displacement was 20 like this you have to mark, and if you just join all these points you are getting a straight line that is inclined to the time axis. Okay, and it shows the linear relationship between the displacement and time. That is, the displacement of a car is directly proportional to the time of travel, or the car travels equal distance in equal intervals of time in a certain direction. Thus, for a body moving with uniform velocity, the displacement is directly proportional to the time. Now you have drawn the graph, displacement time graph, and you have to find out the velocity using that graph. So how will you find out the velocity? The velocity of a car can be obtained by finding the slope of the straight line OP. So you have got a straight line and you have to find out the slope for this, and you can find out the velocity. For this, take any 2 points A and B on the line OP. So you can take any 2 points A and B, and you can draw the perpendiculars AD and BE on y-axis and AF and BG on x-axis. Okay, so you are going to draw the perpendicular line AD and BE as well as AF and CG. Okay, so or BG you can take. So you have got a triangle over here, right? So using that you can find the slope. Slope of the line OP will be equals to BC divided by CA. So BC divided by CA. So BC is nothing but the value of DE, right, or ED. So this is the value. So it will be 40 minus 20 gives you this value, right, and AC will be FG, right. So that is 4 minus 2, right. So you can write BC divided by CA is nothing but ED divided by GF. So ED is nothing but 40 minus 20 meters divided by GF is 4 minus 2 second, that is 20 meters divided by 2 second. 2 ones are 2 tens are that is 10 meter per second. So what is the velocity? That is 10 meter per second. The slope high will be the velocity. So let's take one more example. Represent the displacement time graph of a ball which while moving on a perfectly smooth floor hits a wall at time t is equals to 6 seconds and then comes back along the same line. The displacement at different instant of time is given in the table below. The time and the displacement is given. So when you draw the graph, you have to take time in the x-axis and the displacement along y-axis. So when you draw the graph, you will get the graph like this. Okay, at time 0 the displacement was 0, at time 2 the displacement was 20. So 20, at time 4 it was 40, at time 6 second it was 60, and again after 6 seconds the ball hits the wall and comes back along the same line. So after 6 seconds, at the 8th second it comes down, the displacement is 45 meter. At 10 seconds the displacement was 30 meter, and at 12 seconds it was 15 meter, and 14 seconds the displacement was 0 meter. So if you draw the graph you will get a straight line like this. Okay, so now you have to find out the velocity. So you have to find out the velocity by taking the slope, right? So the slope of the line OA is equals to 60 meter minus 0 divided by 6 second minus 0. That is, you are going to take the slope of this triangle, that is 60 minus 0 gives you the distance of this, and in the x-axis you have from here to here, that is 6 minus 0. So 60 minus 0, 6 minus 0, that is 6 ones are 6 tens are, that is 10 meter per second square. So the velocity is 10 meter per second square. Next we will take the slope of the line AB. That is 0 minus 60 meter divided by 14 second minus 6 second. For the line A to B, you have to draw one more line. It starts from 6 second. It is coming down, right? So you can draw one more line, and the value of A to B is 0 minus 60, and the time will be 14 minus 6, that gives you minus 60 divided by 8, that is equals to minus 7.5 meter per second. So thus the slope of the line OA is positive, that is 10 meter per second, which represent the uniform motion of a ball with a velocity 10 meter per second towards the ball, that is away from the starting point. So if the slope is positive, that means the body is moving away from the starting point, while the slope of the line AB is negative. That is how much we got? Minus 7.5 meter per second, which represent the uniform motion of a ball with a velocity 7.5 meter per second towards the starting point after hitting the wall. So it is coming towards the starting point, that is why the slope is negative. Okay, note the displacement time graph can never be a straight line. So displacement time graph can never be a straight line parallel to the displacement axis. Okay, because such a line would mean that the distance covered by the body in a certain direction increases without any increase in time. You can get a straight line parallel to the time axis when the body is at rest, but never as you can get a straight line parallel to the displacement axis, that is the velocity of a body is infinite, so which is impossible. So you can never get a straight line parallel to displacement axis, but you can get a straight line parallel to time axis when the body is at rest. So we can see the case 3 in our next video.